I'm a bit excited about this one, so I'm going to be either very happy at the end of this video or very disappointed. Alright, welcome back to the channel. I've got a few pickups, not too many, but I say not too many, there's a few to go through. But the main point of this video is what I consider to be quite a large CEX roulette. We'll get to that at the end of the video. So for now, we'll just go through what I've picked up over the last couple of weeks. Not as much as usual. No consoles as far as I can remember. Otherwise, they'd be here next to me. So we've just got a few games to go through. First of all, on Time Mouth Market, picked up a game for £15. Thought it was good value. It's got a few light scratches on the disc, but it does come complete with manual. It's one that I've wanted for a while. I've got on other systems, but I had it originally on this system back in the day, and that's Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil, and it is nice and complete with the manual. Disc is in decent condition. I'm considering maybe asking CEX to run it through the disc cleaner for me, but it does work. It's tested, it's fine. Could probably do the box swap, but that's the first pickup. That was £15. She had it listed, not listed. She had a £20 price tag on that, and I managed to get it for 15 because of the few light scratches on it, which was very nice of her. But she's always more than willing, or seems more than willing to do a deal, which is good. And then we were at Time Mouth Market, like I say, and I'd already arranged. I asked someone to keep something aside for me, and that's Mick at Retro Bay Cafe. Thank you very much, Mick. He's kept this aside for me and done me a good price on it as well. I mean, I say he's done me a good price on it. He'd lowered the price on it. Originally he wanted 25 for this, which was probably fair enough for the condition it's in, but he put it down to 15. You can see there, and it's Cubit on the 2600, and the box is in it's possibly the best Parker Brothers box I've got in the collection now. And I'll just put that there. And the manual's in lovely condition. It's even got the Parker catalogue and the little registration card. And it's also got that original inlay. It's not been crushed in any way either. It's in really nice, crisp condition. So absolutely over the moon to pick that up for £15. I'm not sure. I'll have to go through and see what Parker games I need now, and it's a bit difficult because I think some are NTSC only, which if they come up I will buy them, but I'm not going to go out on my way to get those NTSC ones, apart from one. I already have the box for one. I'm hoping that pops up cartridge only, because I'm not sure if I have the manual as well. If it pops up cartridge and manual, even better, but I'll be trying to get hold of that. But the PAL Parker Brothers boxes, I'm definitely after. I've got the game of Popeye, but I still need the box for that, for example. So I do have quite a few, but there's still a few to go as well, I think. And also, while I was there, he did have this cartridge only game, which I've been looking for a while. I thought I was going to look at it in Ashington. Got a complete copy of it in Ashington a couple of weeks ago, but it turned out to be the Mega Drive version, which they're not even supposed to stock. And that's Speedball 2 on the Master System. And that was only £3 at Retro Bay Cafe. So again, thanks very much, Mick. Appreciate that. And now the next few are all Nintendo 64 games. And I've already gone pretty much back on what I said about those Star Wars games. I bought them all cartridge only. So I'll probably be trading the cartridge versions back in, because the first one is Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. And it's in absolutely lovely condition. I've put it in a box protector, which makes it look even better. But I mean, the box is really nice. Didn't need any ice. The corners are all nice and sharp. And I forget. I'll have to get this out and have a look now myself, because I forget if this one had the manual. I think it didn't. It had something. Yeah, this one had like the Nintendo 64 precautions leaflet with it, which made it feel like it had a manual, but it was only £15. And the box is for display and the cartridge is to play. And obviously you don't play the manual. It's nice to have the manuals, but it's not an absolute priority at the minute, especially as I've already got a cart-only version of that. So that's going to look nice regardless of whether it's got the manual or not. And then along the same lines, not in as good condition, but this one is complete. And this was £22. And again, it's not in bad condition by any means. It's in the box protector, like I say, so it'll look in good condition anyway, more than likely. But that was £22. It is in good condition, and now I just need Shadows of the Empire in the box, which there is one quite local to me, but the box isn't in great condition, and I don't really want to pay top whack unless it's in you know, a good enough condition to pay that. If it was one that was without the manual, it was only 18 quid. I'd probably buy it and hope to get a manual further down the line. But I don't want to pay 25, even though it's with vouchers, when I can just be a bit patient and one will surely pop up in a bit better condition. I would even buy one at a gaming market if it was in decent condition. So now I'm not going to spoil it because there's a few more to come, but there are still one or two others that I had back in the day, which I do want to buy boxed and complete. And they are in stock in CEX, but nowhere near me. So again, I'll just be patient and hopefully wait for those to come in stock. Now this one, I'm pretty sure we did have back in the day, but because it was so cheap, I wasn't too bothered. It was with vouchers and it was only £12, and it is boxed and complete. The box isn't in the greatest condition, but it's V-Rally 99. And in general, the box is in decent condition, but it does have this little someone's taken a bite out of it there or something. So it's not perfect, but for 12 quid with vouchers, I'm not too fussed about that. The front looks nice, and the spine looks decent on that side. Oh, there is a little bit of crushing on the top there, but I'll just give that a quick iron. That'll be fine. Copyright 2 to UK. And then this one, I bought this boxed and complete with the Nintendo 64 that I bought at the Metro Centre a couple of weeks ago. But while I was buying a couple of others from Sunderland CEX, where did I buy those? Oh, those three actually were. Two of those, the Star Wars, the Rogue Squadron and the V-Rally were from Peter Lee CEX. I took a little drive down there because they had a few in that I wanted to have a look at, and they were the only two I ended up picking up, I think. And the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, where did I buy that from? I'll have to have a think about that, and if I remember, I will come back to that. Anyway, I was at Sunderland CEX because there was at least two that I wanted to have a look at, and it ended up I bought 4 on the day. And the first one, like I say, I've already bought this once, but this was down as unboxed price because it didn't have the inlay tray. So for 3 quid, I've took the sticker off the actual box and put it on the outside of the box protector, just so, because I want to get the labels off as quickly as possible. I wanted to show you that was unboxed price. So 3 quid for that because it didn't have the inlay tray. I already had some aftermarket inlay trays, so that's now boxed and complete for £3. So very happy with that. And the next one is one that we did have back in the day. The box isn't perfect, but it is in I think, very good condition. There's a few little marks where it looks like maybe someone's removed a sticker here or there, and there is a little bit of shelf wear. But for the price of £15, I'm adding a complete copy of Wave Race, so I'm not going to be too disappointed about that. The box is, like I say, overall it's in really nice condition. The actual shape of the box, there's just a couple of little marks of whitening where like I say, probably someone's removed a sticker or a price tag or something. So that's Wave Race. That's another one from back in the day. And this one, unfortunately, is without manual, and I did already have a copy of a loose cartridge of this, but when it was there and I had vouchers, I couldn't resist it for this price, just for the box, basically. Like I say, box for display, game to play. And we've got GoldenEye in the box. Unfortunately, no manual, but for £18, I'm sure I'll be able to find a manual further down the line, because again, this is one that I had back in the day and I will want this complete at some point. So again, really nice condition box. That's why I was happy to pay the without manual price, because you might buy one with a manual and it might not come in a box in as good condition as this. There's a tiny little bit of like shelf wear on it, but apart from that, it's in really nice nick. So happy with that. And we've got one more from back in the day. I wasn't going there intending to buy this, because I thought this was going to be a cartridge only, but when I got there, it turned out it had a box but no inlay tray. I don't think it's got the manual, so that will be a little bit problematic to find in the future, because it's probably a bit more expensive. Might cost me a tenner actually, so it's not the end of the world, because I got this for unboxed price anyway. And also I can trade in I've put our original copy into this box, and I've since traded in the one from this box to offset the cost. So for £28 in vouchers, I've got Mario Kart 64, and it's down as unboxed, as you can see. 28 I think it's 38 without manual, and it's 48 complete. So for 28 quid, we've got the box. I had an aftermarket inlay tray, like I say. There's no manual, unfortunately, but £28 for a cartridge and box of Mario Kart 64. Absolutely over the moon with that one. So I can probably spoil it now. There's a Pilot Wing 64 I really would like to get in the box. That was my brother's favourite game. He's got a cartridge copy of it only. And down the line, I'm hoping to get 2 copies of that complete in the box, nice condition, so I can keep one for myself and give one to my brother, hopefully. I'm also looking out for some other versions of games that we had when, well, it was his console, really. I bought it in, but it was his console. And I'm hoping to get a few more games that we had back in the day to send on to him. I've already got 2 or 3, but I'm waiting till I've got a nice bundle. So if you're watching this, probably spoiling a little bit of a surprise, but they will be coming to you at some point. Hopefully a few nice ones as well. There'll be a few loose cartridges, but hopefully a few in the box as well. Anyway, it's time to get to the main event. These I think I've seen in stock once before in CEX, and someone got to them before me. This time I ordered them, and it took them 2 days to send me an email to say that they'd done the stock picking and they'd started to dispatch them. So I was on tenterhooks even after I'd ordered them. There's 2 games in here. The value is CEX value is £165. I've looked on eBay, and you're looking at paying almost that for just the cartridge of one of these games. Probably both. So hopefully these have been listed as boxed and complete with manual, and I've got these for half the price you would pay for the cartridges only, or in some cases you get a manual with some of them, but I haven't seen any as far as I can remember. Maybe one I've seen in the box. So for a total of £165 plus postage, even though they both came from the same store, I've ended up paying double postage, but they did send this track 24 instead of track 48, so it's not too bad. It's come quicker than I expected, because I've paid the postage twice, I don't know. But either way, I'm not complaining. Let's get into this box and stop waffling. Please be good. Please, all I need these to be as well, because I do already have boxes of these. I need the manuals to be in decent condition, and I need the cartridges to be original cartridges. I'm dreading these being some kind of reproduction cartridges. So the first one, I don't know which one this is. I know what games are in there, but I don't know which one this is yet. It looks in very, very good condition, but I'm not 100% sure that's an original box. It probably, I don't know, it looks a bit shiny, but tell me what you think. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. So I suppose we'll find out now when I open this. Yeah. I'm not sure that's an original box, but for the price I paid. Oh, actually, I might be talking nonsense, because I might be correct, but I might be talking. But it does have all the original bump that came with it. The manual is in lovely condition. Definitely not a reproduction manual as far as I can see. So far, I'm happy. I've got nothing to compare it to, unfortunately, with this one. But I do have, like I say, I've definitely got an original box in the cupboard anyway. So the box is the least of my worries. If that's a repro box, I've already got a box. So the cartridge looks genuine, still in its little baggie, and it is the one. Let me check. 1995 Acclaim. I'm pretty sure that is an original cartridge. So I'm happy with that one. This was the one I was more bothered about as well, to be fair. So I've done these inadvertently the wrong way around, but I'm not bothered about that. Let's get this put back in the box. What I'll do is in a second, when I've opened the other one, there'll be a little jump cut while I just nip in and get the other two boxes. Again, the box is the least of my worries because I've paid pretty much what you would pay for just a cartridge version of this anyway. So there's one more look at NBA Jam Tournament Edition. And here's the other one. So that was 90 quid plus postage. Again, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but if it is, it's very high quality printing. If that's been reproduced, it's very high quality printing, and it's Fight for Life. So again, as long as there is a little bit of shelfware as well, which actually gives me a little bit more confidence. I actually like to see a little bit of some kind of damage or honest shelfware on these. Again, I mean, these could well, maybe someone bought these as new old stock or something, and I don't know. Again, everything looks pretty genuine to me. Still, again, comes with the registration cards and the manual. So all in all, I'm very happy with that. And like I say, now there'll just be a short jump cut, a quick jump cut while I go and get the boxes that I've already had in the cupboard for a while. So these are the two boxes that I already had. I'll take them out of the box protectors and we'll just quickly compare them. A lot more shelfware and such like on mine. We'll just get there. It is still just kind of the glossy. I'm not sure, what do you think? They look a bit different. I don't know if they just look a bit different because of the way the lighting is in the room, because obviously you see if the one on the right always looks, or the one on this side always looks to have a little bit more colour, because it's just that. So that's just the lighting in the room. I think it's original and it's just in better condition than the one I had ready for a cartridge to go into. So that's a complete inbox copy of NBA Jam. And I think it's pretty much the same with Fight for Life. I've got it still in the box protector, but still. So it's a bit difficult maybe to, I'll take that out because it's maybe a bit difficult to compare when one's in a box protector and one's not. But yeah, there we go. This is the one I had ready for a cartridge to go into, and this is the one I've received today. So again, it's just the way the lighting is that makes one look a bit more saturated than the other, as you can see. Mine's, if anything, mine's a bit sun faded. So again, I think, and I'm happy, the cartridge is real inside, and I've always got these, if I ever decide I'm not happy with these boxes, I've always got the ones with a bit of patina on to change them into. So very, very happy with that. Very rarely come up, even on eBay, and they would cost you a lot more on eBay than I've paid at CEX, and I've paid with vouchers again, so probably quite a bit less than half the actual voucher value to put those vouchers together. So they were 165 plus 2 lots of postage. Excuse me, so it's £170 and 90 pence. And I think just the cartridge only version of Fight for Life, the cheapest I've seen, there was one with a manual and a cartridge, no box, 125 quid. And NBA Jam was, I think, 150 or 155. and that they were from abroad as well, so I don't know what the postage would be to get them into the country as well. So thankfully, I've ended the video very happy instead of very disappointed. Tell me what you think of those. Tell me what you think of me already going back on my decision to buy the Star Wars games in the boxes instead of just the cartridge only. If there's anything in that video you'd like to comment on, feel free. I'd like you to leave a like on the video because that means I'm down to 4 now for the Atari Jaguar collection. And if you want to see any more of these videos in the future, you can always subscribe because I will be putting out more. Hopefully, and finishing my Atari collections by the end of this year, and then maybe moving on to something a bit different. But thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.